Hi everybody, in this morning video from City Insider, I will bring the latest Manchester City update. We'll start with João Cancelo remains determined to secure Barcelona move. João Cancelo is not interested in returning to Manchester City this summer as he aims to stay at Barcelona. Cancelo impressed in multiple positions in his season-long loan spell in Catalonia in 2023-24, and he wants to extend his link with Barcelona. The Portuguese international is determined to push for an exit from the Etihad Stadium, with Barcelona prioritizing a permanent agreement with the Premier League champions. However, despite willingness to negotiate between the two clubs, Barcelona's financial issues have blocked a formal offer. As per the latest update, City are open to offloading Cancelo, but they will not lower their €30 million valuation. Cancelo was asked about his view on the situation during his time with the Portugal camp at Euro 2024, and the versatile defender is clear on where he wants to be in August. "My hope is to continue in Barcelona. As per quotes from Marca, I am very happy there, and so is my family. Let's hope I can continue there next season." Man City could spoil Man United's long-term transfer plan. Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong is reportedly keen on signing for Manchester City this summer. The Dutch midfielder has long been linked with a move away from Camp Nou, despite only signing for the Spanish Giants in 2019, with Manchester United the club most heavily linked with moving for the Ajax Academy graduate in recent times. It remains to be seen what happens regarding the future of the 27-year-old in the coming weeks, which will all depend on which clubs come forward with proposals to secure his services. City have been named as one side De Jong wants to join, dealing United a potential blow should they choose to reignite their long-standing interest in the player. Indeed, a Spanish report via Football 365 has stated Barcelona are willing to cash in on the Netherlands international and wish to get him off their back before he begins to devalue himself. The article adds Barcelona know City will not pay his €400 million release clause, though are not prepared to do a deal for below €100 million. De Jong will have no role to play for his country at Euro 2024. De Jong has played 54 times for the Netherlands, scoring twice. Kyle Walker explains why he is inspired by Luka Modric at Euro 2024. Kyle Walker has looked to Pepe and Luka Modric for inspiration as he looks to become one of international football's old-timers. The England vice-captain recently turned 34 and has twice been talked out of international retirement by manager Gareth Southgate before, but now thinks Euro 2024 will not be his last tournament as he considers the prospect of carrying on for years. Walker has taken heart from Croatia captain Luka Modric, who was named the third best player in the 2022 World Cup at 37, and Portugal defender Pepe, who became the oldest player in the history of the European Championship when he faced Czech Republic in Leipzig on Tuesday, and hopes to prove he can excel as a footballing pensioner as well. The Manchester City right-back has exceeded his own expectations by winning 84 caps and hopes there are many more to come. He said, "Of course I want to go as far as I can, to represent my country as many times as I have done. Honestly, I never thought I'd do it once, so to do it for the amount of years I've done it, I have to say is a credit to myself. But I look at Pepe and his 41 playing for Portugal. So, they're the levels people are setting now, the likes of Luka Modric, people like that. These are people carrying on for top teams at a top level for a considerable amount of time. If they can do it, why can't I?" Gary Neville cannot believe what he's been hearing about Phil Foden now. Gary Neville has said that he can't believe what he's been hearing about Manchester City star Phil Foden recently. In his latest season with City, the 24-year-old scored 27 goals and provided 12 assists in 53 games across all competitions. After helping his side win their 6th Premier League trophy in 7 years, Foden found himself being included in the England squad for the current European Championship. In England's opening game of the tournament against Serbia, Foden, as well as John Stones and Kyle Walker, completed the full 90 minutes. Now though, Neville, who was part of England's coaching staff between 2012 and 2015, has shared his astonishment about what he's been hearing about Foden following the Three Lions 1-0 win on Sunday. Reflecting on the win over Serbia and assessing England's next game of the competition against Denmark in the latest Overlap newsletter, Neville had this to say about Foden. He said, "The other big issue is Phil Foden. Honestly, if we start questioning Foden, we can give up and go home. It is madness to debate this. Was he brilliant on Sunday? No. Was anyone brilliant? Probably not. But we can't doubt him. Foden starts every game. We have to find a way to let him play. The 24-year-old featured as a left winger against Serbia and was unable to register a shot at goal and only made one key pass. Now that Neville has shared his bafflement at other people's doubts over Foden, we feel that the best thing Southgate can do is to deploy the 6-time Premier League champion in an attacking midfield role, where the City star scored 13 goals in 15 appearances from last season. Man City face looming £100 million transfer deadline. Manchester City have just a matter of days to capitalise on Bruno Guimaraes' Newcastle United release clause. City are said to be interested in the Brazil international, who is on Copa America duty with his country this summer. He is understood to have a £100 million release clause in his contract, a fee City may well view as too high, but that expires this month. After that, Newcastle would be in a position of strength to repel any offers, and with the midfielder not agitating to leave, a move could be difficult to do should City make concrete efforts. According to the Newcastle Chronicle, clubs have until Monday, June 24 to meet a £100 million release clause in the contract Guimaraes signed last year. It means City would have to act quickly if they wanted to make a decisive move for the 26-year-old. The Magpies want to retain one of their key players, and boss Eddie Howe, speaking about the release clause last month, said, having that cut-off point was well planned and structured in the sense that there's a finish point. We don't want a summer of speculation. I don't think that would be healthy for the player or for us. The Blues could look to strengthen this summer amid a congested fixture schedule owing to an expanded Champions League and Club World Cup. But there is no panic at the Etihad, with boss Pep Guardiola comfortable working with a smaller squad and for successive Premier League titles and a 2023 treble, evidence of the quality within. The futures of Ederson, Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne are somewhat uncertain, while Calvin Phillips could depart after a difficult Etihad spell. Selling Matheus Nunes just 12 months on from his arrival cannot be ruled out. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support City Insider.